Hey Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I say all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash, the bonds of the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Well, peace, blessed salutation to the elect Akim doing his work in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. I wanted to do a lesson based on the storms that are going around. We're beginning to enter into hurricane season, and it's a hurricane or tropical storm rather, called Barry, going down in Louisiana. And I was tuning in to the brothers down there, Akim. They were speaking. They can't go out into the highways and the hedges because of the storms, and they entitled their videos "The Work Still Must Go On," and that's true. You know, that holds every bit of weight because the scriptures also tell you to go out in season and out of season. You see, that's what the scriptures tell you to do. So, but due to the weather going on at that and that capacity, you can't go out and you can't go out and preach. Okay, when it's storming like that, that's a heavy risk. So common sense is, brother, stay in, and as you can see here, it says a weakened tropical storm Barry creeps north, but heavy rain remains a major concern. That's July 14th. As you can see, man, the flooding. All right, it's a tropical storm. Okay. It says a weekend tropical storm Barry continued to drench parts of Louisiana on Sunday as it creeped northward over the western part of the state, with officials warning of strong wind gusts and flooding as tens of thousands remain without power. Although Barry was losing steam since it touched down on the Louisiana coast Saturday, the National Weather Service still warned of ongoing dangers posed by storm surges and the possibility of the tornadoes in areas including parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. And brothers aren't new to that, okay, down there in that region. Apparently is a tip. It's pretty typical for them, okay, to be going through that. It's just a part of the battle, while everybody's screaming, hooping, and hollering, brothers, stay steadfast and understanding it's the Lord's work, while everybody else is, basically doing as they do, going about how they do when storms come. Akim are still doing the work, as far as pushing videos and fellowshipping and being in the spirit. Okay, whether they have to locate, whether they be in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, okay. I don't know how far Lafayette. I don't know if that's place getting flooded or whatever, but it happens to. I believe it happened to brothers in Houston a couple years ago. All right, brothers in Florida happens to them. East Coast, New York, New Jersey, different places. So that's just Yahweh Shemi Ashai working. This is Isaiah 29:6. It reads, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." So we know that's the Lord's work when we see these different storms going on at a tremendous and high rate, putting people's lives in danger. All right, tearing up stuff, and one might ask, why do you want these things to happen, or why would you encourage the storm to continue and do damage? Because, hey, this is not our rest. This isn't a place. This isn't our home. This isn't home base for us, so to speak. This isn't our stomping grounds. This is Esau's world. This is America. We don't care if this mug get tore up or not. Although when we see it does get torn up, we rejoice. the average people in this world, they would want to, if a storm end up being very devastating, they're gonna put up a red cross. They're gonna try to FEMA's gonna hold the camps and things of that nature. No, man, we're letting the Lord do the work because it's part of His judgment, and Yahweh Shai has His men protected and covered. All right, through the Spirit, Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So if the Lord is calling you to the cross world, calling you, back to the spirit world. That's his prerogative. Okay, who are you to? You can't stop death when it comes, and it could come via tropical storms. It could come via wildfires. It can come different other calamities in other ways. He makes alive. He do all these things. All right, and those Jakes, Israelites in Louisiana. Hey, the report is, man, y'all like to be in the folly spirit when things like this happen. Y'all like to um, buy up all the waters and canned goods as you can and beer, and then have a party like hurricane parties. All right, and that's not the spirit to be in for an Israelite. Uh, 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 that means you have no fear for the Lord. That means that you're not taking account into what's happening, and you're borderline tempting the Lord. Y'all don't Jakes, those Israelites, man, don't fear the Lord. And then when they get swept up, their vehicles, their houses and their animals and their kids and their children are underwater, damn through. Then you want somebody to feel sorry for you? No, because you're not calling the name Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You see? So good. So it is what it is. So tropical storm Barry is doing work. Although most of it said look like it's past. It said the storm still has a long way to go before it leaves the state. Oh, where it says, excuse me. It says Louisiana Governor John Bell Edwards said we still have significant amount of rain coming our way. Forecasters say rainfall estimates over south central Louisiana now stands around 6 to 12 inches with isolated maximum rainfall reaching as much as 20 inches, causing the potential for dangerous life-threatening floods. All right. So hey, it's not totally over. Okay. But these Israelites don't understand is once danger happens is when they want to call on the Lord. They want to call on the so-called white man to come in and save them through FEMA and give them care packages and shit like that, man. You Jakes out there don't understand, man. Don't understand the severity of things like this, earthquake, a storm, and then turn around and have a party and turn around and just get drunk and fall out and just forget everything during the storm. Tripping, all right? Yeah, Katrina. Yeah, people were suffering. Some people may think that the threat is over, but some people may be tempted to think that because it was a Category 1 when Category 1 when it came ashore and has already been downgraded to a tropical storm, that it does not present a threat. Edwards said that is not the case. So that's not the case. It says more than 130,000 customers in Louisiana remain without power early Sunday, according to Power Outage the U.S. Many businesses remain closed. Air travel experienced delays, and conventions planned in the area have been cut short. The Coast Guard closed the Mississippi River to shipping traffic. All right. So that's the storm, and it's just getting started as far as storms, because this is hurricane season. So the Lord's going to continue us to send things as a sign. This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. So man, a storm can get so bad where the waves seem like they're not going to stop, when the water seems like it's not going to stop, when it's flooding all the way up to buildings, big tall buildings, and people are swimming in it. And you have different land, ocean, Mississippi fishes and sea creatures in the water. That's would be considered a town or a city. That's what a storm can do. Water can get very dangerous. Water is beautiful, but water can get very dangerous in the way that it can go. It can go, however the Lord wants it to go. You check out a beach. You check out a beach with the sand, and you see the beach, and the water goes only probably to a certain line up to the shore. Okay, when the tide comes and comes back to the shore, you can see the line where the water stops and goes back. But the Lord can have it where the water keeps going and keeps going past that sand, which would be considered flooding, over flooding, and reach the land where buildings and homes and people are. So a storm is nothing to play with, and it happens in the Midwest as far as hurricanes. Okay, I know the Midwest, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Slovakia, considered a big hurricane, tornado alley, I believe it is. Kansas, Iowa, tornado alley. So these are signs, okay, with perplexity, it says, man. But people will just play in it. The thought is just last it out, and then everything will go back to normal. Things are gonna keep happening, and bigger. Cause some scoffers like to say, well, that been going on forever, my dude. You know what I'm saying? This is Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. So the ones that are going to be saved, the Lord has that hedge over the men at Great Millstone, and He's going to save those men, those few good men. Not the majority, not the average Joe that likes to every day he likes to chase his belly. He likes to commit every sin under the sun and not repent. The Lord's not dealing with them, so He's not calling on the name. They don't call during these storms. They call on Jesus Christ, JC. All right, Jesus is the Christ. They don't call on Yahweh Shai. They expect Jesus to save them, and their other Jesus. They're the so-called white man, and then their God. That's who they call on, and they expect to save them. But Yahweh Shai is not in their thoughts, because they don't know Him. All right, so the Lord, those that call on the Lord is going to be saved. Yabashim Shah, Lord willing, man, you can see, continue to save our brothers, you know, in different situations like this. But what this is, Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakadash. The honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. We will. Shalom.